Ms. Bumi, please go ahead. Hello, ma.
Okay, everyone, good morning. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you. Yes, we can
Okay.
hear you.
Welcome. I welcome everyone for joining this morning, both the teachers all over Nigeria and the facilitators as well as the research team. So we're supposed to have a quick introduction as well as people checking in
Oh,
with their
hello, ma.
name, schools, and location. So maybe when the YouTube is back on, we'll get back to that. Okay, and then can we have a brief check-in too for the facilitators? Maybe introduction of themselves. So I would start with, I'm saying Mr. Mohammed. Just quickly, let's use a minute. You introduce yourself and um, move to the next person. Mr. Mohammed, are you with us? Mr. Mohammed Habib.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning,
Can you
sir.
hear me all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Good morning, sir.
My name is Mohammed Habib Salihu. I am the Director, Teacher Development, National Senior Secondary Education Commission, Abuja. Good morning. Would you want me to talk or just introduction? Where are we?
Okay, sir, introduction is fine. Thank you very much, sir. You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. So I'm going to pick two more facilitators to introduce themselves. Can I have, I don't know if it's Mrs. Adepusui.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Mrs. Adebutsuyi. I'm on the road, since I will not be able to talk.
Okay, no problem, Doctor. Nice to have you here. And lastly, can I have Mr. Larry?
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Larry Oguntoye. Yeah, I'm one of the facilitators for this autumn program. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. It's lovely to have you. Okay, so quickly, we're going to have Dr. Loriola tell us why we are here.
My people, guys, you cannot make this up. Move closer, move closer. Hey, Nigerians.
Dr. Loriola.
All right. Good morning, everyone. And then we'll just go straight to the business of today. So I want to welcome us all again to the training for the Educators Literacy Project. That is being sponsored by Google in partnership with NSECC, which is the Nigeria Senior Secondary School Education Commission, also in support from Olabisi Onabanjo University. And we also have our training partners who are managing the training for the teachers nationwide, which is a SQUITEC Education Technology. So this project really is an EDAL project, Educators AI Literacy Project, like we said. And these are the partners, sponsors who are working with us to bring this to teachers here in Nigeria. And the main aim is to enhance our teaching with the vital AI knowledge and skills. So I please would appreciate if you can tell me if you can see my screen.
Yes, ma'am, we can see your screen clearly. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So what is AI literacy? We know that AI has become a hype word in recent times, and almost everywhere you turn, the AI discourse is on in different formats, different ways, in focusing on different sectors of the economy. There's just this AI thing going on, and the education sector seems to be in a lot of debate concerning it, because one thing we've observed is that what you don't understand, sometimes you want to resist. And so the need for this AI literacy, especially for the education sectors and secondary school teachers, has arisen. And it's important that as we go forward with this AI discourse, AI literacy is being driven amongst our teachers, especially at the secondary school level. A lot is happening in the higher education level. Research is going on. People are owning this, but there has to be some guided pathways for our teachers, especially at the secondary school level. So there's a need to understand the AI concepts, and that's what part of the AI literacy is about, understanding the concepts, grasping the essential concepts of AI. You don't have to be an expert, but at least what the basic concepts are, what are the terminologies that are associated with this AI concept, and so that we can get a good grasp of the foundational understanding of this technology. So understanding AI concept is one of the aspects of AI literacy. And then the applications of AI. AI literacy also includes the awareness of how AI is applied across various industries, and our own industry, which is the education sector, and how it enhances our process and how it influences decision making. So we also would consider ethical considerations. That is also one of the areas for AI literacy. And so in this journey that we are embarking on, we'll be actually driving AI literacy for our teachers in our secondary schools. We need to understand the basic concepts, basic applications, and of course, very importantly, the ethical considerations where AI use in education is concerned. And so why is this important? Why must we as educators embrace AI literacy? One, we know that it will help our teachers to effectively integrate these AI technologies into both the curriculum and also the learning experiences for our students. So if you really want to effectively integrate a tool, then you need to have knowledge about the tool. So AI integration in the teaching. It will also help foster critical thinking, because with AI literacy, once you are literate about the technology and how to effectively use it, you'll be able to use it as a teacher to encourage critical thinking skills amongst your students. There has been that debate that AI actually will, how they put it, would stop our students from thinking, it will reduce their thinking ability or capability and all that. But that's not true. It actually drives a different kind of thinking. It actually helps, if you know how to apply it properly, helps to develop critical thinking skills amongst our students, helping them to, analyze, evaluate information and all that. So AI actually fosters critical thinking skills. Also, it helps to advocate for responsible AI usage. Once you have the literacy, then you are well prepared to advocate for responsible AI usage. So AI literacy matters, especially in our today's world where we can see AI beginning to disrupt a lot of work that we do and the different sectors of our lives. But what's the current state of AI in our schools? Why the need for this intervention at this point in time? Adoption of AI technologies. We can see that these technologies have been gradually incorporated into the educational sector, but they have been incorporated in not a structured way. Teachers are using, students are using, you have individuals using it. You really don't even still have school policies at different levels that are guiding the use of this adoption. But we have seen this adoption already taking place. There was a recent research I read, and this was a study that was taken for students even in the lower levels, within 3 to 6 years old, and the parents recorded that about 26% of the students that they, I'm talking about children between 3 to 6 years old, about 26% of them, of the respondents from that research, we are actually already using AI for the academic purposes. And those are children from the ages 3 to 6. And so you could imagine older children, what the percentage would be. And so it's important that as teachers, we're also on top of this adoption and we adopt AI in a more strategic and structured manner. Of course, we know that a lot of teachers still lack that adequate training, because if we are going to have effective integration and structured adoption, then there has to be training. And we know this is lacking. The resources are also lacking for the tools to effectively use it in the classrooms. And this is what one of the gaps that this training is intended to address. And of course, we understand that with the current landscape of AI in education, we need to continue improve and support teachers even along the way. AI has come to stay. We don't know what is coming on in the next wave, but we know that this wave of AI has come. And as educators, we need to be able to ride the wave effectively. We know that, of course, AI would enhance our teaching methods. The tools, for those who have used the tools, some of us are already familiar with the tools. For those who have used the tools, we know that this empowers teachers to design interactive lessons, to improve students' engagement and understanding of materials. We also know that of course, AI would enhance. We also know that leveraging data-driven insight also would allow educators to adapt this teaching strategy based on students' performance. So AI gives the data, and helps you to give that predictive analytics that you're able to see what's happening and make quick decisions on your students' performance as you go along the way. So it actually would help with data-driven insight, which will help our teaching methods. And eventually, of course, we know that the integration of AI in teaching will lead to enhanced learning outcomes, which is what we always drive to achieve in the classroom. So when we use these tools to engage students, help them understand their materials better, and of course, make decisions on our teaching methods or strategy based on data, not just assumptions, we know that by the time we put all this together, we definitely will see the improved learning outcomes that we want to see where we adopt technology use in the classroom. So for those who are with us this today and will be going on this journey with us, we will be looking at 5 modules. Like we said, this is an AI literacy and AI pedagogy training. There are other aspects of AIs, but we want to focus on that which is relevant to us as secondary school teachers and that which will empower us to use these tools effectively. So we will be running 5 modules in this training. Module 1 will be looking at basic AI techniques and applications. We'll be introducing what AI is to you, what it is and what it is not. Of course, the foundations you need to know as educators, and the ethical considerations in AI, especially where the education sector is concerned. Then we will also move on to module 2, which is AI tools for educators, where we're looking at how AI is used in education, how you can evaluate those tools that are out there that are proposed for the education sector, and also learn how to practically implement or apply those tools even in our classrooms. And then, of course, for module 3, we will be looking at creating with AI, because we also want to apply the knowledge that we'll be gaining. And so we're looking at the aspect of instructional design, with AI, how you could design your instructions using AI, what AI-generated educational contents are, and how you could also achieve that. And of course, use cases. How is AI, practical use cases of AI in education. Module 4 will be diving into the pedagogical practices, how you could strategically use AI in the teaching and learning process. What are those AI-powered pedagogical strategies? And also, we'll be looking at the AI used for formative assessments and learning monitoring. And then the final module, which is module 5, will be looking at the futuristic trends and developments and how we can prepare ourselves to, like I said, ride these waves of AI. And we would be asking you participants to engage on activities, different activities and projects that will be applying all the learnings that we have had in the previous modules. And to cap up the training, we'll be giving out a capstone project, a final project for the teachers to do and submit as part of their evidence of learning on this journey. So we've kicked off today, which is the 14th of March. And like I've said, we have 5 learning modules, and starting from next week, you all have been assigned your groupings. We know that we have teachers who, for one reason or the other, were not in the groups. So if you know somebody from your school who was nominated for this training, please reach out to them and let them know that we have begun today. And we have the 5 modules running starting from next week, Friday. We're meeting same time every Friday, Fridays by 10 a.m. We'll be running module 1 to 5 from the 21st, starting next week to 18th. And then we'll be wrapping up this training with another webinar like this, where we'll be selecting some of the teachers to showcase their capstone projects, and have feedback from this training. So please know that you've been sent a form in your mails. Please fill in those forms if you haven't done, because we want to do the pre and post assessment. You also be required to fill some forms at the end of the training. We're having live sessions, so you'll be having this sessions. Now, please note that for the reason of this first meeting, to have everybody together, that is why you have the live streaming link. But going forward, you'll be having the live sessions on using the Google Meets, and we'll be having also weekly practitioners exchange, where you will interact with your facilitators on your groupings, doing some hands-on activities, take-home assignments, and whatever it's your facilitator decides needful to engage with you with. At the end of the training, for those who would run the trainings, attend all sessions, at least most of the sessions, 75% of attendance, you'll have a certificate of participation. But at the end of the training, you would also be given an assessment, and based on your assessment, you'll be given a certificate of competence. So you have the opportunity to having 2 certificates from this engagement. And if you actually commit between 20 to 25 hours for 5 weeks, and if you see that just demanding like 2-3 hours for you, or 4 marks for in a week, to pay attention to what we are doing here and whatever activities that we asked, you'll be able to cover all that is needed to be done. So this is just an overview of what the training will be. And so just to conclude this morning, it's important that we as teachers are empowered with AI literacy. It's essential for us to keep up with technological advancements, and also because we need to prepare our students for the future. And so embracing AI literacy will allow you as educators, as teachers, to improve your teaching methods and make your learning more effective and engaging. And it also, AI literacy will help you as educators to tailor learning experience to meet individual students' needs, enhancing their journey in your classes, your classrooms, or with your engagements with them. So this, in brief, is what this project is all about. And I believe that we would come out better than when we first started. So thank you. Looking forward to working with you all on this journey. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kemi. So quickly going forward, we're going to. Can everybody hear me? Okay, so quickly going forward, we're going to have Mr. Olalekan Adeoko. He was the curriculum in perspective. Mr. Adeoko, sir. Sorry, Mr. Adeoko.
Please, I think we should call Mr. Mohammed if he's on call.
Okay, so let's have Mrs. Deborah. She's going to be putting us through with the training plan for under the expectations. Just a brief overview from what Dr. Kemi already said. Mrs. Deborah.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Please, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can. Good morning, madam.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you. Mr. Adeoko.
I think Mr. Olalekan is the one taking the curriculum
I think
plan.
we should call Mr. Mohammed if he's on call.
Hello. Hello.
Hi.
The training plan for under the expectations. Just a brief overview from what Dr. Kemi already said.
Okay, good morning,
Mrs.
everyone.
Deborah.
Good morning, everyone. Please, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
we can
ma'am.
hear. Good morning.
Yes, we can. Good morning.
Okay, so good morning. So basically, the training plan is
Please, can you hear me?
we're assigning everyone into groups, and
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you.
sorry, I was monitoring on YouTube. Let me put that low. We're assigning everyone into groups, which we have done, and then facilitators are also being added to the various groups. So yeah, the plan is they're going to be having sessions, trainings every week, and like Dr. Kemi said, there's going to be a capstone project. Please, we want to just appeal to everyone. There's been a lot of message. We understand that some schools probably did not inform the tutors when they were being nominated. But please, if you have any concerns, please reach out to your principals. They know how to direct the message back to NSECC and the organizers of the program. I would appreciate that even when classes with sessions will start, so that everything works perfectly well and is seamless, there will be rules. For example, it would be nice if we are all, you learn to mute your mic in your meetings, raise your hand if you need to ask a question. If you have any concerns or you're not sure about anything, please reach out to the admins on the various groups, because all the WhatsApp groups have admins and the admins are aware of what the program is. So would appreciate if you reach out to every single one of them. If at any point you feel you have any challenge or concerns, please, we are very much available to support you. So please reach out to us, reach out to your facilitators, and we'll be very much ready to help in any way. Thank you so much.
Okay, thanks so much, Mrs. Deborah. And since we have the teachers back online and the YouTube live, we're going to have Mr. Mohammed from NSECC to give us the other message to secondary school education, the importance of this training, education in AI and AI literacy to secondary school educators in Nigeria. Mr. Mohammed, sir. Or Dr. Mohammed, I don't know.
Hello. Good morning, everyone.
Sir.
Morning, sir.
My name again is Mohammed Habib Salihu. I am director in charge of teacher development of NSECC. On behalf of the executive secretary, the management and staff of NSECC, I want to welcome everyone and congratulate especially the participants, for being part of this training, and also on their nominations by their various state governments and the principals. On this training, we're expected to have participants from the 36 states and FCT, and also from the Federal Unity Colleges, from the Federal Ministry of Education headquarters, and then NSECC. As at the last count, we received nomination from 35 states and FCT. I think it's only Adamawa State that we are yet to receive their nomination. Then from the Federal Unity Colleges, we also received nomination from, I think, about 70 to 80% of the schools. I would like to especially thank Google, our partners, Dr. Kemi of Onabisi, Onabanjo University, and other ones for putting this together. We are happy that the teachers will benefit from this training, and we are looking at it that this will lead to improved digital literacy among our teachers. The training, integration of AI tools into lesson delivery is also key, because like Dr. Kemi said, whether we like it or not, the AI has come to stay, and we really need to make a good use of it to improve teaching and learning in our schools. And we are sure that it will enhance students' engagement and learning outcomes, and also to build a community of AI-empowered educators. We thank our facilitators very much for coming to share knowledge with the teachers, and we want to call on all the teachers to take this training very seriously. Like Dr. Kemi has mentioned, you need to participate fully before you can get certificates. And it's like I had her mentioning two types of certificates: competency and what? I think the other one is attendance. Though some of you may be having challenges of probably network wherever you are, but try as much as possible to be part of this, because it will help you a lot. I understand that some of the participants from the north, probably they were not fully informed that they are participating in this training, and they were turning down the invitation on WhatsApp. We are addressing that, and then we'll make sure that almost everybody is put on this training. And we're also aware that the training is packaged in 5 modules, and it will run for 5 weeks. It is our prayer and hope that everything will go well, so that at the end of the day, the teachers and the students will benefit from it. On behalf of the ES again, I want to once again congratulate all the participants, and I want to wish us well. If there are challenges along the line, we will all work together to see how we can overcome them. Thank you very much for this opportunity, as I thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We also are grateful for the opportunity to be part of this great project. Okay, so going after you, we're going to have Mr. Abioko. Mr. Abioko, sir.
Okay, good. Yes. Good morning. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, thank you. So I will be sharing briefly.
Yes, we can.
Okay, I can hear you. Okay, all right, cool. So I want to share my screen briefly. Okay, so what are we going to be learning? We've heard so much about the program from Dr. Kemi, from Mrs. Libera, from Dr. Mohammed. So what is this program all about? What are we going to be doing? So it is artificial intelligence in pedagogy. This is something that you've heard over and over and over again. So what is the content? Why are we doing this? Why are we talking about artificial intelligence in education? Why are we talking about it? What do we need to know? Is it going to be the same thing that people have been saying here and there? No. So what is artificial intelligence as it affects pedagogy? The world is changing, and you must have heard this over and over again. A lot is happening when we talk about artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is shaping different sectors and different industries, from finance to manufacturing to health to transportation to logistics. Talk about any sector at all. AI is changing things there. So in education, that is the bedrock of all development and innovations and creativity. We also want to know and be involved and not just learn how to use AI, but still balance it with pedagogy. Know the ethical sides of it, know how to use it responsibly. I know some of us are afraid now because AI is replacing people in different industries. People are automating the processes. So we normally say AI is not here to replace teachers, right? It's here to empower you. But at the same time, the teachers that are teaching, that are leveraging technology and AI, will be the one to replace those that are not doing this. And we know that going into the future, even from now, our students that we are teaching, they are going to be working, they are going to be doing a lot in this new world order, in this AI-powered world. So we want our students also to be involved right from now. So we want to see how AI is transforming education. So not just learn how to use AI, but learn how to use it to facilitate teaching and learning, while still embracing all those educational theories and all those things that we are supposed to do. We are not just throwing that away, but we want to enhance it, leveraging artificial intelligence. So the training is going to open your eyes to not just what AI is all about, how AI is transforming education, and your own role as teachers in an AI-driven world. So we want to be there for our students. We want to be able to guide our students right from now. I do tell people that, yes, they say, oh, our students are doing a whole lot of things. They're not using technology for something that is right. But I say they were able to work with the guys that could teach them how to do what they are doing. So we want our teachers to also be involved now so that we can teach the student how to use these tools responsibly. So we will be focusing on responsible way of using AI in education, in education. So that is very, very important. Please, a minute, we want to put the caption back. So we will be also talking about responsible way of using AI in education. So what is AI that we're talking about? Today is not the main training. It's just to give us a tip of the iceberg, because you're going to be enjoying serious training. So this is just going to be an introduction. We know AI is a short form of intelligence, and it is the science of using machines to generate knowledge. So we want to use machine now that can mimic human being, that can do things that ordinarily only human beings should be able to do. So that is what we're talking about, artificial intelligence. And for this particular training, we're going to narrow down to generative AI, because AI itself is broad. We have machine learning, we have deep learning. So we are going to be focusing on an aspect of that AI, which is generative AI. And when we say generative AI, we are talking about the AI that can create content such as texts, images, even coding. So what we're talking about, we're going to be talking about. And this training, it's not just about learning how, because it's not about all the tools out there. It's about knowing how to use one effectively. So if you know how to use it effectively, then you will be able to use it in other contexts. So I put up this image. I love this image a lot. You see this guy got stuck in the ditch and trying to leave the ditch. And he kept requesting for more ladders. So they kept sending more ladders. The guy to just lie one across the fence and climb out of the ditch. He kept requesting for more ladders. So this is not what we are going to be preaching. This is not what we are going to be teaching in this training. We want to show you how to teach with AI, not just how to use one particular AI like every other person out there. That is where the training is, AI in pedagogy. So you will be able to master the act of prompt engineering, how to use AI in the classroom to enhance teaching and learning. So the training is going to cut across these 4 stages. Whether you do not have access to AI before, this is the first time you are going to be having access, you're welcome. We will also move to having access to AI, but do not understand AI. If you fall in that particular bracket, you are in the right space. Whether you also have access to AI, you understand AI, but you do not use it insightfully and efficiently, this training will also deal with that too. So that all of us at the end of the day, we will not just have access to AI, we will not just understand AI, we will also be able to use AI insightfully and efficiently. That is the part that this training is targeting, integration. So we will do awareness, competency, knowledge, and of course, the last part, which is integration. So we want us to be able to have access, understand it, and then use it insightfully and efficiently in our classes. This is what the training is all about. We know that as educators, there are so many things that we do. We are swarmed with a lot of activities. We write lesson notes, we teach, we differentiate, we mark, we interface with the parents. You know, you also do some administrative tasks and all that. So we will be looking at how to do some of these things leveraging AI, so that at the end of the day, we are not just saving ourselves some time, we are also able to do what ordinarily we wouldn't be able to do in the class. We want to open our students' eyes to the world out there, how they can use these tools to drive creativity, to drive innovation, to spark curiosity in them. So this is what the training is all about. We want to personalize learning, which is one of the biggest challenge that teachers do face. You know, we were told and we were taught that no 2 individuals are the same. We've got 40, 50, 60 students in the class. They learn to learn differently. Some are auditory learners, some will want to work with their hand, some will want to see things and all that. And we need to deal with them within 40 to 50 minutes. AI can help with personalizing learning, to simplify the materials, to help us develop individual learning plans for our students, to be able to work on targeted curriculum. So all these are what we're also going to be doing in the training. So it's more of pedagogy. It's more of how to use these tools. It's more of how to get the best out of these tools rather than just, oh, this is Google Gemini, this is Google AI Studio, this is ChatGPT, then I can just write something there and get something out. No, effectively in the class, no, moving away from all our theories of education and assessment and what have you, but we want to enhance that using AI. And we are not going to lose sight of the ethical use of these tools, because if we teach people AI, or if we open the eyes of our students to AI, and we fail to acknowledge the fact that there are ethical issues, there are biases here and there, then we won't be balancing the AI literacy. So during the course of this training, we're also going to be touching on the guidelines for ethical use of AI. So we want you to be able to use it responsibly, encourage the student to also use it responsibly. And there will be a lot of use cases, lot of ways that you can use it. What is admissible, what is not advisable to do in the class with AI. So all these things are going to be looking at, that we are going to be discussing. So it's a total package. So this is like of the basic AI techniques and applications, AI tools for educators, creating with AI pedagogy and practices, and the future trends and developments in AI. So these are the things that we are going to be learning in the course of this program. So it's a total package, and at the end of the day, I believe that all of us that have been selected to participate in this training would have been empowered, well empowered, to even train other teachers in our school, so that collectively we can improve the lives of our students. Not that the student will only be enjoying yourself in the school. You should be able to share this knowledge with your other colleagues, so that everybody in the school can come on board and get the best out of this, and prepare our students for the future that's even unknown. So the future is human and AI. So how to balance this is what we are going to be discussing in this course of this training. So thank you. And this is just a tip of what we are going to be doing. So I'm looking forward to exciting training with all of you in the course of this program. So thank you to the National Secondary School Board and Google Doctor. So I think I'm done here. I'm looking forward to an exciting moment with you all.
Thank you very much, Mr. Larison. This was very, very impactful and enlightening. So just before we go to the Q&A, we would like to recognize a few persons among us. So these are some of our representatives of people that were let's say that represent their ministries or so. So apart from the master trainers and the research team, if you are from maybe federal government in any level or state government and you're on this course, could you kindly recognize yourself, introduce yourself briefly for us? Thank you. Or you can raise your hand so that I can call it orderly and then recognize the few of you vendors this morning. Is there anyone like that? Maybe you're representing your school, institution, and you're not a master trainer.
Hello, good morning. I'm Dr. Halima Al-Hassan from NSECC. It's a pleasure meeting all of you, the facilitators. I think this is not the first time. Some of you I'm conversant with you, when we had the other training on digital pedagogy. So I believe, God's willing, we are going to have a very robust one this time around. So thank you so much. May Almighty God enable us to get to the end of the training peacefully and happily. And may we be able to, all our participants, may they be able to get the certificates, not the attendance own, but the complete certificates, both attendance and completion. So thank you, Dr. Kwemi. Thank you, all the facilitators. I appreciate you. May God guide us right. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Ma. Okay, so I'm seeing Rabi Umar. Your hands are up. Could you yourself?
Yeah. Good morning to you, Dr. Kemi, and other participants. My name is Rabia Umar Muhammad, a Director of Quality Assurance, National Senior Secondary Education Commission. I'm happy to be part of this platform, and we are looking forward to having a fruitful discussions and deliberations. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ma. It's a pleasure to have you here. I think we've lost you. Okay. Okay, so quickly, I don't know if we have any questions or clarifications. Briefly, you can take that quickly. So if you have a question, you can just type it on the comment section and look at the questions and respond to you. So if you have any question or clarification you would like us to attend to.
Okay, I see a question that has been generally asked. Please, if you have a comment, your participant, you're with us, you have a question for us, you can drop it on the YouTube channel and we will pick up your questions from the comment section on the YouTube channel. One of the things that have been asked is if you could get the soft copy of these presentations that were made today. Yes, you will get the soft copy. You get soft copy of all the materials and trainings that you'll be embarking on with, because we want to empower you with that material. So beyond the training, you also have some things to go back to reference to. So that's a question I see that has been asked. If they will get this training and the Moodle, yes, you will also get the Moodle's materials for the each Moodle 1 to 5, available to you through this training. We have, what time is the training? Okay, so the training, like we said, maybe you must have come in late. So just to say, because some of you are joining now, the training, it's every Friday, this same time, 10 a.m. every Friday for the weeks, for the 5 weeks for each of the modules. So please block your calendars, 10 a.m. on Fridays for the next 5 weeks. You'll be meeting with your facilitators. So it's not going to be on the platform that you're on right now. You all have your groupings. If you don't have your groupings, please indicate, and you'll be added to your groups. Teachers also, because some teachers were not certain about what the invites were all about and why they were being added to groups and all that. So we don't have the complete onboarding. So please help your peer. If you knew somebody who was actually nominated for this training that is also in your school and is not yet onboarded, let them reach out to us and we'll do the needful. So you'll be having your live sessions with your facilitators. So you may not be seeing my face or the faces of your ministry members, but you will be having your own live sessions with your own facilitators going forward from today.
Hello, Dr. Kemi.
Yes, sir.
I have a question.
Mr. Mohammed, yes, sir. Please go ahead, sir.
You know, Friday for the Muslims, Jumu'at prayer starts from at about 1 p.m. So
we'll be finishing before 1. That's why we put it for 10 a.m., sir.
Okay, you're finishing before 1. That's all right.
Definitely, sir.
Okay, so that's one. The second question is about the cohort. I don't know. Maybe I didn't listen. You made arrangement to put them in their different cohorts so that they
They
will
are
know
already
where
in
they go.
cohorts. They are already in cohorts, but why I'm asking them to reach out, because some of them said they were not notified by their school. So when we were inviting them to join, they didn't join at that point in time. Some of them weren't sure who we were and what this was all about. But those who accepted our invites have all been put in cohorts as we speak. So, but those who haven't, we've asked them to reach out to us so that they will put in their respected groups. So please, if you are listening and you haven't been grouped, I advise that you reach out to us. You do have your emails have been sent. You shouldn't have anything less than 4 emails that has come to you since you were nominated for this training. So please check your spams. Check for you to be in this call this morning. That means you must have seen it. So you can reply in an email if you haven't been grouped, and then we'll try and sort you out. But if you have a colleague with your school who is in the group already, you could collect the contacts from him and send a direct message, and we will do the needful. But we had actually tried to do that from our end, but we had some issues. So yes, the training, that's why we put it for Friday morning. We are aware of the fasting period. We are aware of our Muslim brothers. And we know that any time later than this, and we don't also want to disrupt so much the teaching times of our other colleagues who are still in school. And we know that Friday is a bit lighter for most of us. And so we decided that Friday will be the best. We don't want to take your weekend because this is an intervention for teachers. So we'll be starting by 10. And if we 10 to 12 max will be done, and you could go on with the remaining part of your day and whatever. So we've kept it at the same time, the same day, so that there'll be continuity in the training, and we can always block out that time.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. A lot of people are asking questions about their groups. Okay, so if we go back, a lot of you refused to accept our WhatsApp invitations, and I understand that maybe it's because you are not aware of who we are. Now that you know, if you go on to the groups, if you get our invites, please accept to join the groups. We've had issues with that coming to this point, but I think at least now you are aware. And then again, we had issues with emails that were not correct. So I'm passing these messages to teachers. Some of you said you've not received any mail. If you didn't receive any mail, then there must have been something that was wrong with the email that you signed up with, because we did have some emails that failed at delivery. So we are hoping that we will get that sorted. So we would ask Ms. Bumi, please drop the link for the form on this YouTube chat so that those who can click on it and fill in their emails there again, they can put in their data down again before we finish this. So please drop the email link. The email link will be dropped on the.
Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, Doctor.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm using my colleagues in NSECC and the ones in the ministry to do a kind of check to see whether teachers are actually getting the messages. Many of my colleagues in NSECC here said they didn't get the invites, and even both on the email and WhatsApp. So I don't know. And some of them, their emails are correct. The WhatsApp numbers are also correct.
Because I asked them to copy me when that email was sent, and I did get a copy. So I'm wondering what would have happened. But we would look into it.
Like in this office right now, I think out of about 9 people, just this my office now, my own staff just here, out of about 9 people, only 2 people received. Then colleagues from other departments, they also didn't get. Even the ones, even the director of quality assurance and the director PRS, I had to give them the link this morning for them to connect. So I don't know whether you can do a follow-up.
Well, we would look into that. We will look into that, and even for the other teachers, we'll do another general mail that
All
will
right.
be sent again.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, sir. Now I have a Mohammed Sani Abdullahi talking about payment. It's a free training. There's no payment from or to. It's free attendance. Okay. We've received feedbacks from our screen sharings. We will take note of that. And like I said, just take note that you will not be using this same platform that you used when you are going to be doing. You'll be using the same platform, the Google Meets, but not the YouTube streaming to attend your live session. So your engagements will be different. You would have a one-on-one access to your facilitators, and you'll be able to speak and share and have an interactive session. But this was done because of the number of teachers that we were addressing, and will not be able to accommodate that whole number on the Google Meet. But since you're already divided in groups and your cohorts, you'll have your own dedicated Google Meet link, and you have that interactive sessions with your facilitators going forward. So, okay, I'm not seeing any other question, but the form has been dropped. Educators AI Literacy, you'll see, if you look at the charts now, you'll find the form. So you can click on the form. For those of you who are complaining about your emails, if you fill that form, we'll be able to get your emails properly. Master trainers are those who will be training, the facilitators who will be training the different teachers from the different groups on this AI pedagogy training. So those are the ones who we are referring to as master trainers. They are the facilitators for each of the cohorts. All right, so I think most of the questions here have been answered. So you would get your modules once you begin to engage in your cohorts. Yes, the lectures will be recorded also. There'll be recordings that we'll be sharing. We also understand that there are special needs people in here, and we'll try to ensure that we keep the caption on so that we have inclusivity in this training. All right. I'm not seeing any new questions so that we don't take too much of your time today. So going from here, we would be engaging on the WhatsApp group. Your facilitators will begin to engage with you. We will share the list of those who are supposed to be on that group. And so if you know somebody that knows somebody who was nominated and is not on the group, you could help us also to reach out so that we are able to carry everybody along before we kickstart the training proper next Friday, sorry. And yes, I said it earlier, there will be certificates at the end of the training, certificates for participation, and those who would take the competency test, certificate for competency. All right, so thank you very much. I hand over back to Bumi to close. You'll be engaging further on your groups and via email.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kemi. Okay, so I would like Dr. Shakina to give us a vote of thanks while we can end this fourth session. Dr. Shakina. Dr. Shakina, are you here?
She's here. Dr. Sakinat. Okay. Maybe just call on one of the MTs.
Okay, so I can Dr. Akintola, would you like to give us a vote of closing and thanks?
It's okay.
Thank you. Thanks so much, everyone. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, sir, we can.
On behalf of the elder group, that is Educators AI Literacy Research Team, on behalf of the Google Nigeria, on behalf of the NSECC, on behalf of everyone of us, I say thank you for your participation. It is one thing to call people, it's another thing for people to respond to the call. We appreciate your time. We appreciate you being here. And of course, we are appreciating your commitment in advance, knowing fully well that this program will be a success and it will impact our educational sector in Nigeria. Once again, I say thank you. Hope to see you in each of your groups and hope to see you implementing all you will be taught in this training. Thank you once again. God bless you. Bye.
Thank you so much. Thank everybody. The group form is sent. The training partners email will also be dropped in the chat. So if you have any direct question as regards your grouping, as regards whatever, please do send them an email. So we ask that that email address is also dropped at the chat so that teachers can, who have questions and don't know how to reach their facilitator, who to reach out to, can send the direct email to the group. So the email will also be dropped in the chat. And I want to believe that for those who have from those who have joined from the beginning, you can see the value of the training that is being offered to you free of charge. And I have seen some question on asking, will they be paid to attend this training? I would just want to put it out here that teachers at this point in time, we need to own our professional development. And if people are bringing such quality training to your doorstep, I don't think you should also be looking to be paid to attend such training. So please, let's own it. I understand other aspects, but to be asking if you'll be paid for attendance, I think at this stage in the 21st century, as teachers who are awakening to our responsibilities, we need to own our professional development and take full advantages of this kind of opportunity to improve ourselves. Thank you so much. I'll just leave that here because I saw that question on the chat. So thank you so much for everyone who has joined. Thank you all the members from the National Senior Secondary School Education Commission who graced this meeting this morning. All the teachers who took their time out to be here, thank you for attending. The email of the training partners are on the chat. So please, if you have any question, you don't know who to reach out from, please do send a mail to educatorsai.literacy@gmail.com and you'll be responded to. And if you need the form, it's pinned on the chat. So you could also please fill the form. It's very important that we have your data of those who are actually joining the training. And then we can also collate new emails from there to reach out to those of you there. Thank you once again. And that will be for me, and to the trainers who are here this morning, rather. I want to say a big thank you also for the time.
Thank you. Please, let's not forget the next class that will be taking place on Friday, 10 a.m. And you're going to get both an email and a WhatsApp invite. Friday, 10 a.m.